In this video, I work towards Reading Literature Standard 2.3. Describe how characters in a story respond to major events and challenges.
All right, so we just did a great job with our word study, and now it's time for us, Marcel, have a seat right there, to move into Reader's Workshop. So today in Reader's Workshop, we're going to talk about our characters and how they can change. So I'm going to start off by telling you guys a story. When I went home for Thanksgiving, I was so excited to see so many of my family members. I see some connections. Some friends must have also been really excited. I was excited to see my grandma. I was excited to see my aunts. I was excited to see my uncles. But there was one person I was not excited to see. And that was my cousin, Josh. And Fama's looking at me like, why would you not be excited to see your cousin? Fama, let me tell you something. Josh is a brat. He is not kind to his team. He is not kind to his family. And he really needs a lot of feedback to do the right thing. But you'll be interested to hear, guys, that Josh went away to college in the fall. That was a new challenge for him, and during Thanksgiving, he really had changed. So Josh had changed as a result of going to college, and that was something that was really exciting for him. Now today, I want to teach you that our characters in our stories can also change as a result of challenges. Track the easel. Shout out to Sahara who was there right away. I'm going to do it first with a text that we know really well, which is my. Now, the main character in our story, my best friend, is Lily. And Lily faces a challenge during this story. I wrote the plot mountain because that's the challenge that she's going through during this story. The challenge that she's going through is that Tamika does not, wow, there's so many people on this carpet who are tracking even though my back is to the board. Tamika does not want to be her friend. But as a result of that challenge, as a result of going through that challenge, Lily changes. We see that Lily changes in this story. At the beginning, she cares a lot what Tamika thinks. But at the end, she realizes that she should spend time with another friend who's nicer to her. So at first, she cares a lot about what Tamika thinks, but then she changes to realize that she wants to spend time with a friend who's nicer to her. So that's the change that she went through. And then we have this part where we can actually talk about how Lily might have learned a lesson. So if she thought that Tamika did not want to be her friend, and then she realized that she wanted to be friends with someone that was nicer to her, the lesson she might have learned from that, the lesson that Lily might have learned is don't spend time around mean people. She might have learned don't spend time around mean people. So just like my cousin Josh changed and learned a lesson as a result of his challenge of going to college, Lily had the challenge of Tamika ignoring her, and that caused her to change and learn a lesson. So today, I want you guys to try it with a story that we know really well. I'm going to pass out the same pages from Pinky and Rex and the Bully. Oh, I see some connections that we've already read together. I want everyone to read them on the carpet by yourself, and then we're going to talk as a group about how to fill in this chart for Pinky and Rex and the Bully. Track the black chair. Wow, this carpet looks so good that I know as soon as you guys, Jordan, sit up, get these pages, you're going to get started right away with rereading and thinking about what challenge Pinky faced, how he changed, and a lesson that he might have learned. Shout out to Aries, she's already reading. Shout out to the green row, they're waiting patiently for their papers. Wow, the whole purple row is reading to self. I'm going to turn my voice off so that you guys can have some time to reread. Oh, thanks for showing me that you needed one more, Valencia. Neither did Kanaja. So I noticed that everyone was rereading their copy of this passage from Pinky and Rex. Now, as you guys were reading, this is a part from the beginning of the story and a part from the end of the story. So did anyone notice what was Pinky's challenge in this story? What was Pinky's challenge in this story? Turn in 3. Turn in 2. Sahara, turn to Jordan. Turn in 1. Back to me in 3. Who has an idea for what the challenge is? Back to me in 2. Back to me in 1. Dariah? The challenge.
The challenge is Pinky.
What's his problem? What's his problem that he's going through?
His problem is that he has a bully and the bully won't stop messing with him.
Pinky has a bully that won't stop messing with him. I want to shout you out, Dariah, because you stuck with that question. Who knows what change he went through, though? So his challenge was that he had this bully. Dariah's hand is back up. She's still thinking. What about his change? Jordan, how did he change?
He changed he stepped up for himself and he didn't take the no for asking for the bully to stop.
Yeah. So he changed by starting Aaron to stand up for himself. Here's my last question for today. Did he learn a lesson by going through this challenge and going through this change? Brainstorm with your partner. Did he learn a lesson?
He learned a lesson that would make
Two, 1, Jordan. 0. Lesson learned. What did Pinky learn by going through this major change? What lesson did he learn? Kyrie?
The lesson that you can learn is to just back up and just leave.
Say that again.
One lesson that
He learned.
He learned is that when someone's bullying you, just ignore you.
Ignore bullies. Did anyone have a different lesson? That's totally something you could learn. He could learn through this. Sahara?
A lesson you can learn is if somebody bothers you, you can stick up for like and use this, right?
So stand up for yourself. So that's something that Pinky learned through this change and this challenge that he went through. Track the window. Wow, Dariah's there right away. Carpet check in 2. Wow, one friend fixed it right away. In 1, in 0. Sahara was our reading rock star from last week, so she may get started first. Everyone else, when I call your row, get your book bin and read to self. Listen closely. Today, when you're reading to self, I want you to make sure that you're thinking about a challenge that your character went through and how they might have changed and what lesson they might have learned as a result of that change. Purple, blue. I noticed that Aries wants to get started right away. Green, orange, and red. So how's it going?
Good.
What are you reading today?
The Bad Case of the Stripes.
A Bad Case of the Stripes. That's one of my favorite books. So remember, today in Reader's Workshop, we're working on thinking about when our character has a challenge and how it changes them. Is there a challenge in this book for the main character?
Yes.
What is it?
It's when Camilla she says she hates lima beans, but she really loves them, but she wants to fit in with her class.
Oh, so that's the challenge that she's going through, right? So then from the beginning of the book to the end of the book, does she change at all? How does she change, Alana?
She changes by when the old lady comes, she lies to the old lady that she doesn't like lima beans, but then she says she does like lima beans.
So try using, Aaron, make sure your eyes are in a book, friend. Try using our sentence starter. At first, but then,
At first,
Donnell, you're on second warning now. Sit down.
At first, she tried to say she didn't like lima beans, and then she admitted that she did like lima beans.
So at first she said she didn't like it, and then she admitted that she did. That's what you said? So from that change, did she learn a lesson? What did she learn?
She learned if she makes up a lie, she might have the bad case of the stripes again.
So let's review. You said that her challenge.
So if she knows if it's bad to make lies.
Oh, it's bad to lie. That's a lesson that she learned. So her challenge was that she had stripes, a case of the stripes. And she changed because she learned that, or she changed because at first she lied about liking lima beans, and then at the end she told the truth. And from that change, she learned that it's bad to tell lies. So do you see how you did all three of the things that we did together by yourself in your own book? Keep it up, Alana.